everyone, welcome to another episode of SRB TV. I'm Kristen.
I'm Christopher.
And on today's episode, we're tackling
a series of unfortunate events. Season 1.
Episode 5.
The Wide Window, Part 1.
Book 3, Part 1.
Yes.
Last time we saw them, they helped this stupid-ass banker realize that it was Count Olaf that killed Montgomery. Though when they finally got a little bit more information, a tiny bit more about secret organization, the lady up and left.
Yeah, she went to go after Count Olaf. Unfortunately, Count Olaf got away because they were trying to get on. He was trying to get on the boat, get out of the country, pretty much get out of the country to escape.
And just when the parents finally found a phone to contact Montgomery, nobody answered.
Nobody answered, and they were stuck there in a bar about to fight the whole damn bar.
With Alpaca.
With Alpaca somehow just standing there watching the whole thing.
So, one thing I want to bring up is, I will not bring up the only downside to this. The downside is that the parents are stupid. The adults are stupid.
The adults are stupid, yeah.
I'm just going to drop that. You know, it's the overall arching theme of the book.
That's the main theme, and you can't be annoyed by it. That's how it's going to be. No matter how bad it, you're going to be like, God, I hate this,
So let's get to it. This is on Josephine, who in the movie was played by Meryl Streep.
Yeah. I forgot the actress's name, but I believe I know who it is.
I know it is too, but I want to confirm by watching this.
Yeah. So let's just dive on into this again for this next episode. So we'll see you guys in the post show.
Yep. I would much prefer it if you were alive and well.
Good evening and welcome to Lacrimose News. Things that are happening keep happening until they stop.
News.
Not unlike the plight of the Baudelaire
confusing us even more about what time period this takes place
in a terrible fire.
That's the whole point.
The latest update on their dire plight is our co-anchor Vincent Fig Demetrios. Vincent?
Thanks, Veronica. Viewers will recall that following the fire, the Baudelaires were sent to live with Count Olaf, a villainous actor and an active villain who has vowed repeatedly that he will stop at nothing to get his hands on the enormous fortune the Baudelaire parents left behind.
Let's hope so, Vincent. Coming up next, some very nice people were poisoned. But first, the weather.
Some very nice people
were poisoned. Okay.
The Baudelaire orphans were a weather report. Strangely, she said she'd be unable to come to the dock, and I didn't think it polite to ask why.
Isn't she like
perhaps
paranoid?
she's been a surprise party for you children.
Which
reminds me, I know you've had a frightening and mystifying time with that horrible man, what's his name?
Olaf.
Oh my God.
Who knows where he came from?
You put us in his care.
I wouldn't exactly call it care. He's a thief and a murderer, and so far has
No, I was referring to you.
Peppermints. Delicious peppermints. My second favorite candy when I was a boy. You can eat them in the taxi on the way to meet your dowager aunt.
What's that?
Oh, Violet, I'm surprised at you. A girl your age should know that a taxi is a car that takes you someplace for a reasonable fee. And this should just about cover it.
The other part you said. Look at that fucking cough! Jesus Christ.
Again, I think like you said, it's going to come up at some point.
I still like what winds up happening to these kids.
Oh, solitude, blissful contemplation of my inward eye. Only when I am alone can I court the
You actually wound up landing on the boat.
Next step in my glorious scheme.
And what is the next step, boss?
Route 4? No, I need something worthy of this grandiose locale, something dashing, something romantic. You know, in many ways, I am married to the sea.
This is actually a large lake.
I am married to the sea, but my girlfriend is a large lake.
That's too long of a title.
I was saying to him, how about you lay us a big white whale for a few days? Just come in.
The doorbell doesn't appear to be working.
It's disconnected.
There is the danger of electrocution. Be careful not to bump into the
Paranoid
phone.
I've
schizophrenic.
read quite a bit about electricity, and I'm reasonably certain that doorbells and telephones are safe.
Not if you have a faulty pacemaker.
Does someone here have a faulty pacemaker?
No, but you can never be too careful.
Oh boy.
Josephine.
I am your Aunt Josephine.
You are?
Yes, of course.
Are you sure?
Of course, I'm sure. Although I prefer the word certain. Follow me. But mind the rug. You might trip and break your necks.
She's paranoid about everything.
She's, like I said, paranoid
Josephine.
schizo.
Formidable, Aunt Josephine.
Crazy Aunt Josephine.
Delmo? What do you mean by Delmo? I consider myself an expert on the English language, and I have no idea what the word Delmo means. People I knew who could whistle with crackers in his mouth.
Aunt Josephine.
His specialty was Beethoven's 4th string quartet.
Her mother could do that.
Her specialty was Mozart's 14th symphony.
Yeah. That's right.
We were all friends. Your parents and Ike and me. We used to gather on these shows
That's what it
for
is.
picnics. And to develop
Aunt,
our
as
own
in the
secret
uncle,
codes.
you're the wife's
Parents
uncle.
develop secret codes.
I'll never forget our last picnic. I
Yeah,
warned
her
Ike
husband
to
was
wait
the
an
one
hour
who was
after
more
eating before
related.
going into the
Yeah,
lake.
it was the uncle
But he
that
only
was
waited
the
45
related to the
minutes.
Baudelaire.
Did he get cramps? That's what's supposed
That's
to happen
like
for
that.
him an hour before you swim.
Oh, I kind of figured something
I
like
didn't
that
make
was going to happen.
Lacrimose. There's another. Around him and
Ever since her husband died, she's been paranoid. Dying
I
too.
apologize, children. It is grammatically incorrect to end a sentence with the
Who
word
do you think
"and."
has more brutal death?
But I get so upset when I
Her
think about
or
I.
Montgomery?
I'm sorry we asked
So I already
you.
know what
We
her
didn't
pain
know
is.
actually.
Who do you think has
Just
more
wait.
brutal death?
You said you had answers for us.
Yes. Thank you for reminding me. I had to impart the key to making sense to this confusing and terrifying world.
I don't think she's going to give him what they want.
Yeah.
Too young.
We can handle it. We can handle anything.
I swear to God, it's a banana or an apple or...
Yeah.
Grammar.
Grammar?
Grammar. Since I lost Ike, I have devoted my
Told you.
life to the study of it. Here is a complete history of nouns.
That's right.
Explicitly illustrated.
She's a
in
grammar
some of the
Nazi.
Verbs. I am so happy to have
You know what grammar-
I know what a
charges
grammar Nazi
to
is.
learn everything, from the Oxford comma to the Wesleyan semicolon.
Grammar.
Lunchtime. How does soup sound?
Soup sounds wonderful.
I swear to God, it's just water. I was half right.
Cold soup.
Oh, yes. I never cook anything hot. I'm afraid to turn on the stove. It might burst into flames.
Okay, that kid's look at
That look.
that look.
It's like, really?
It's like, is she okay?
I lived in Egypt before we were born. Is that when
I
you...
don't talk about that. I said
She doesn't talk about the past.
You don't
Because-
talk about
Or
that?
anything related.
Ever since her husband died, she's been paranoid.
This is one of those rare grammatical instances where don't and won't mean the same thing. I knew your parents a long time ago, when things were very different. Those were fierce and formidable days. But I don't talk about that, and you won't hear about that. I shouldn't have to tell you, orphans, there are many, many things to be afraid of in this world. The safest strategy is to be afraid of them all.
Get her help. You're not to tell her look.
Weird things. The joys of grammar. And
Won't discuss.
I can never sell this house. I'm afraid of real estate agents.
How can you be afraid of real estate?
I'm sure you know there are two kinds of fears, rational
Look,
and
it
irrational.
fits.
Or in simpler terms,
That's a great
fears
name
that
for a
make sense
story.
and fears that don't. For instance, the Baudelaire orphan.
So it has the symbol inside the eye.
I didn't think I'd see you again after all that unpleasantness with Mr. Snicket. What are you doing here?
Wait,
It's the off-season.
with
Thanks to
Mr.
a helpful
Snicket?
real estate agent, this restaurant is under new management. New management? Don't make me
Working
laugh.
as the other actor.
You're not
Yeah, I
laughing.
know.
Neither are you.
He said Mr. Snicket.
Well,
I
Yeah,
forgot
Mr.
that
Mr.
Mr.
and
Snicket.
learning everything they need to know about our secret organization. No, they should have begun their training years ago, but it's not too late. Rats! Their new guardian is the most fierce and formidable member of our organization.
Oh, he's another agent.
What? No. Isn't he dead? Is he? Doesn't matter. All your silly
They were
clues
supposed to be in
and
training.
obscure literary references can't save you. Oh? The Baudelaire children will be destroyed, and their fortune will be mine. Rats, you and
So
your
it
ridiculous
feels like
comrades
he
will
used
be
to be
swept
a
away.
former agent.
return.
We'll see about that.
Yes, we will.
That's what I'm saying. You can push me around all you want.
Gifts
That's what it sounded
for
like.
Violet, a lovely doll.
They were supposed to be going into training
Plenty of outfits.
soon.
Her name is Pretty Penny. Isn't she adorable?
She looks a little like Madame Curry.
For Klaus, a deck of cards. I have never been a young boy, but I hear they enjoy card games.
I once read a book about the history of legalized gambling.
And listen,
Okay.
it is a rattle. It makes a little noise.
You gotta eat it.
For music, Tino Puente! What the fuck? I prefer the music of Tino Puente.
Okay, that was out of nowhere.
It will be a safe one. And as your guardian, your safety is my greatest responsibility. You ever read
No.
Thornton Wilder?
Oh, they should have gone.
Perhaps
Or
we
should
should all stay
go
here.
go with
Of
her.
course, but what if we run out of food in the middle of a hurricane? Wouldn't that be frightening? Terrifying?
They want her out
frightening?
so they can see what's in that safe.
Yeah.
I won't be long, children. Don't do anything dangerous. You know, anything.
Why is it the really good actors in this role are paranoid? Have to be paranoid schizos.
So they can do it really well.
Oh, they're gonna try to.
No, they're having an actual meal.
Making sound, but maybe I can use your rattle to invent a burglar alarm, so Aunt Josephine won't have to rely on piles of cans.
Okay, getting somewhere.
Crackers?
Safe crackers. Ah! Safe crackers.
Very high-pitched Beethoven. That's Ike's whistling music. And look. Aunt Josephine wrestling with an alligator. And winning.
Wrestler, boxer.
Sky.
She used to be the
Some kind
opposite
of a playing for fun.
until he died.
Fire. She wasn't scared of anything. What happened to her?
The book,
The
the
incomplete
book.
history of secret organizations.
The same book the
I'll
judge
put
had.
it in here. Even if our guardian won't tell us anything, we can still find out what we're looking for.
Knock the doorknob, knock the doorknob.
Interesting. They left the candle.
My home is the sea.
No, it isn't.
Well, it's a large lake.
Don't be ridiculous.
All right, all right.
Oh, Jesus Christ! They're like,
Large lake.
Don't
really?
worry that we know who you are.
It's that
You're
neat
letting
picture where the guy's like,
It's your Count Olaf.
Count Olaf? Why would you bring up such a terrifying person? Count Olaf. Just as I was working up the courage to go put on my cardigan. Good thing we have a sea captain to keep us safe.
Aunt Josephine, this is not a sea captain. This is Count Olaf.
Klaus, I am shocked.
It's true.
I am shocked at your grammar. You can't say, this is Count Olaf. The proper sentence is, he is Count Olaf.
Who is this Count Omar? He sounds handsome.
Count
He's the same
Omar.
shiny eyes and the same single eyebrow.
Klaus, grammar. That is an eye patch.
The tattoo. Count Olaf has a tattoo of an eye on his left ankle.
Violet? This man's left ankle was devoured during his duties as a sailboat rental agent.
Left leg.
I'm so sorry.
I've been fitted with a wooden prosthetic.
How did it happen?
is he
Used
doing
half an
that?
old broom.
No, I mean the accident.
Oh, the accident.
It was perfect.
It's ununderstandable. I was sitting on my boat,
The way sailors do,
enjoying some pasta puttanesca.
which is also totally normal.
When I
Oh, that's the Puttanesca! What they made.
It was.
before I knew it, the leeches were attacking me.
Believe me, ghastly.
I fought them off as best I could.
Kapow! Zoink!
But my
Zoink.
right leg was not strong enough.
Left.
My right leg was not strong enough to rescue my left leg.
My left leg was not strong enough. Left was it?
No one can understand. Can you, stranger?
No.
You, other stranger?
No.
I wish I could understand, because you're so very handsome.
You see,
I
nobody can
wonder
understand.
who those twins actually are in real
Oh.
life.
Absolutely no idea, I swear.
None of us did. I've never even heard of your husband.
Then you do understand.
I think I do.
What? Two lost and damaged souls. K-I-S-S-I-N-G.
Could it be
Oh
possible
yeah, that was good.
that my lonely days are over?
I have been lonely too. And I disconnected the doorbell.
Why did you do that?
Because of electrocution.
That's crazy.
Boss.
Crazy because I did the exact same thing myself.
Really?
Okay, yes. The world is so
Okay, yes.
terrifying. It is? It is. Just like the rough and tumultuous sea.
Lake.
Lake.
Lake. Lake.
Yes. Perhaps we should sail this fragile and flammable world together.
Sail?
Yes, I'm a sailboat rental agent.
Is that anything like a real estate agent?
It's actually quite similar.
Absolutely not. See?
It's actually quite similar.
Captain Sham's sailboat.
Tell you something.
That's right. Stay back, Josephine. Stay back. There's lit candles in here.
There.
Everyone, remain calm. Remain calm. Oh, the heat. The heat.
He's like, oh.
Well, I just go with it.
The danger is past. It's fine now. The orphans tried to engulf your entire house in flames.
What?
It's fine now.
Oh, thank you, Captain Sham.
Please. Call me Julio.
Julio Sham.
Let's get a fried egg in you.
I would like that very much.
So the orphans would like to say they're sorry, wouldn't you, orphans?
We're very sorry. We'll speak no more about it, Baudelaire's. Clean up the dishes and go to bed. And no more candles.
Yes, Aunt Josephine.
Or doorknobs.
Of course.
Oh, now, Josephine, a romantic ride in the back of a taxi. Oh, wait.
And be careful in your dreams.
Don't wait up, boy.
Now, I forgot.
I don't remember.
I don't
After her.
I know how she dies.
There are at least half a dozen new sandwich restaurants within driving distance.
Friday. Well, this is Friday.
Uber?
We'll walk into town if we see the
Really?
taxi
See, this is what I don't get. Is the time
Aunt
placement.
Josephine's fallen for Count Olaf disguise and for Count Olaf.
Going somewhere?
Young people shouldn't wander around this time of night. There are dangerous people in about.
I want him shot out of the
Yes,
cannon.
and
That's how
strangers can't
frustrated I
get
am at that.
Strangers? Where?
Except for
Why
him.
don't you guard the waiter?
I want him to fire the
We
cannon.
thought he was.
So nobody's guarding the waiter?
Oh, they're not guarding him. Sweet.
Come on. Come on. Guy tied up. Whose name? Did he say his name?
Oh no. Ah.
Wait, is he alive?
I don't know, because he laid it on the line. Did the line save him? I don't know.
There must be another way out of here. There is one other way. Wait here. We can't get out that way.
I have nautical images on all my sheets and rugs. See what I did?
At this point, I feel like every person, any extra person they meet is somehow involved. And right now, I'm feeling like the taxi driver, the taxi driver is somehow involved.
We'll see. We'll see.
It's the only way to be.
Can't look up
We should have
Oh! Ram, is this early?
Flame flies and none of our enemies have air cannons.
That sounds like
Our honeymoon.
things worked out then.
Well, things change. We have 3 children who need us, and they need us now.
They're brave, like their mother.
They're bold, like their father. Have you decoded the message yet?
It says you can't lock up the barn after the horses are gone. I hope we're not too late.
Bullet holes.
It is like a honeymoon. You can't lock up the barn after the horses are gone. It's a favor.
So that was part 1 of book 3 for Series of Unfortunate Events.
And yeah, this was for the wide window, pretty much. That's what this was for, and this one seemed a little bit more interesting.
Yeah.
You got the little more insight where, like the guy was telling them, they were supposed to go into training, but it looked like it was held off for a reason. So
And they bring up Snicket, which
they brought up Snicket, which it sounds like we has been discussing before, is that he's been investigating this and he's been looking into this.
even the organization knows of him.
They know of him, and that's how come he mentioned that. And
it's like, okay, this is how it's going. The current timeline we're seeing now the current timeline, every time we see Lemony Snicket, this is him in the future.
Yeah, it's him in the future. It's him in the future and him discussing what he found.
But when we see people talk about him or he shows up, or no, when he's mentioned here, they're talking about him in the current timeline.
As if he's still investigating.
Like he's investigating them after hearing the news about what happened to their family.
Yeah, he's slowly investigating what's happening, and it's like at this point he explains, so this is what I found at this point.
And we even get hints that maybe Count Olaf was a part of this secret organization.
He was a part of it, but like we were saying before, he was a part of it, but somehow he pretty much went on his own. He didn't want to be a part of it anymore. Yeah. Something happened where he didn't want to be with them anymore, and he wanted this for his own gain. But like you said, though, it seems like somehow they were supposed to go into training, but they was held off for another reason. That's what I feel. That's what they're stating for the kids.
And of course, we know the fate of Aunt Josephine.
Aunt Josephine, and of course, like you said, from the film, pretty much, because we're still some of this is still part of the actual film. And I know with Aunt Josephine, she was still alive because, like you said, they found a lot of grammatical errors, pretty much, where they're like, she's a Nazi, she's a grammar Nazi, so she knows her stuff. So it's like she's still alive. She made these mistakes to let them know, hey, I'm still here.
Yeah.
You know, but it's interesting. It showed how we got to know more from her character about how she used to be the opposite. She was fearless on anything.
Yeah. But it's only until after her husband passed.
That is when she just started to fear every single thing. You know, and it's very interesting. And like you said, pretty much, they explained that part where her husband, in a way, was more the relative than she was.
Yeah.
You know, so what explains that?
Now, we don't know what happened to the restaurant shop owner, because he fell, but he didn't fall on the concrete.
He fell on the lime. So that's why I said, I don't know if the lime saved him or what. So there's still more with that. And like I said before, every new person, even if it's like a simple driver, or even someone like a smaller character who's just coming in and he's like just talking.
Yeah.
I'm always looking at it going, are they in on it? Mm-hmm. And that's why I'm looking at the taxi cab driver going, is he in on it?
Yeah.
You know, that's what I'm looking at here, you know?
And what's cool about this one is, unlike the movie, is that they start to realize how, like, unlucky all their guardians wind up. The last two guardians wind up. Like, it's coming a point where it's like, every people we almost start to care about die.
Yeah, the moment we start to care about them, it's like, they don't make it through. Count Olaf's new character he comes with, is very interesting. Like we said, it's like Neil Patrick Harris with this one. It's like he's giving that Sean Connery type of voice, but with more like a captain. You know, giving that captain type of voice, so you can hear it. I mean, I wonder how, like you said, I wonder how the hell that he's doing that with his leg. You know, because I know it's like for something like that, he probably has to have something strapped. He probably has his leg bent back a certain way. He has it strapped down, and he just has it on his knee. And I just like we were saying, you know, it's like. How was it? All of them pretty much are just trying to correct him. He's just like, by the sea. He's like, it's a lake. By the lake.
It's a big. He does realize it's a huge lake.
Yeah, you know, and it's very interesting.
Yeah, I think Alfred Woodard. That's who the actress name.
Yeah, that's her name. Yes.
Does a great job as Aunt Josephine. I think you can clearly see it's somebody who was clearly an amazing person who was just.
Dramatized.
Absolutely destroyed. Her life was absolutely destroyed when her husband passed.
Yeah, and she just
became you see it. Like, the only thing she still holds dear to her heart is her ability, her expert in grammar.
Yeah, she
expertise in grammar, which is very heartfelt, and you can tell that part of her does want to change, hence change back to what she was. Hence why, you know, even though she doesn't know, she goes on this, you know, date with what was it, Captain Amish?
Captain Julio Seamus. I think it was Seamus or Hamus or something like that.
No, that wasn't even the weirdest part, but I'll get to that in a sec. But you can tell that she was like, it just destroyed what she was, and like I said, the only thing she holds dear is just the grammar, and the only thing she knows is safe. That's the best way to put it. The only thing she knows is truly safe is what she's learned through grammar.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what she goes through. And I like in this episode, the kids are going. It's like the moment they become alone and they see something that's like very secretive, they're like, okay, we gotta find something.
And maybe in a way, that was Aunt Josephine's way, without going into what she used to be, of telling the kids where to look. If you think about it, that could be it.
Yeah.
Of hinting at where they should look.
Just in case anything happens, hey, you know, you go look here. But at the same time, it's like, and it throws them off going, no, I'm talking about the library, you know?
And like you said, there's a lot of funny moments too. The entire conversation Josephine has with the captain on the deck.
And like I said,
he keeps on forgetting it's a lake, and keeps on forgetting it's his left leg. I use my right leg to try to save my left.
No, it's like, my left leg wasn't strong enough to save my, it's like, and then the kid corrects me going, left. I mean, my right leg was not strong enough to save my left leg, you know?
Yeah.
It's just like, which I love too. That's another thing. That over the, like I said, you get to know some of his, more of his posse or his crew pretty much more. And I love, like I said, the kid, the guy pretty much. Because like you said, it seems like he's more like the intern. He's just like, yeah. Just like, he's just chill about everything. You know, very chill and relaxed. And like you said, the twins too. It's very...
And of course, the line from fucking Sonny, I prefer...
I prefer the music by Tito Puente. It's like, what? That's out of nowhere. You know, but it's pretty interesting so far how the story's been going. Like I said, this one, you get to see, this time with the new Guardian, like I said, the kids are like, okay, she's got to know something secretive. You know, there's got to be something more. You know, it's like, so, you know, last Guardian they learned about that, and it's like now they kind of figured there's got to be something with this Guardian too, something connected.
Yeah.
So they immediately know, and of course they find the book, the same book that the judge has.
Yeah.
You know, and it's pretty interesting how, I mean, we all know how this one's, how Josephine goes pretty much.
We won't spoil it. Did we spoil her in the beginning, or did we really?
I do not know. I think we know that she does die. But like you said, we don't. Like you said, all you said was that, you know, who had the worst death? Was it Montgomery or Josephine? That's all we stated, because we, like I said, we didn't really explain how.
Yeah, because after this, for me and Christopher, we're in uncharted territory after this book. Because after this book, we don't know what's after this.
Because, like I said, we're going off of what we remember from the film.
Because in the movie is when they go, after Josephine dies, they go back to Count Olaf, and that's where the play happens.
Yeah, they go back, they're forced to go back with him. Another good thing I liked about this episode is that we only got a very little bit of the banker, which I'm happy with. Only a little bit. Just a little bit, because I'm like, I understand why you only did a little bit.
He's going to show up in that.
Oh, in the next episode, of course. But at least in this episode, it was only a little bit. I mean, it was about the same in the last, it was in the part one of the other one. But the amount of time he was on screen with it, here he was like, it was just very short. That was it. Much shorter, and it was like, okay, next drop, there we go, okay, let's go.
Yeah.
So I definitely enjoyed this episode. I can't wait for the next one.
I'm definitely interested to see where they're going to go next, and how exactly they stop Olaf this time.
Yeah, we're getting close to the end
of the season.
Of this season, pretty much. So we just got to finish off this this third book, right?
This is book 3.
Yeah, this is book 3. So yeah, I definitely can't wait to see what happens on part 2 of the Wide Window.
Yes. So other than that, though, if you're new to the channel, you can hit the like button. If you want to talk some more about stuff like this, comment down below. If you want to share us around, share it around. And if you like us just a little bit more than anybody else when it comes to talking about Sonny's liking for Tito Puente, hit that subscribe button down below. Or if you're also on mobile, hit that bell icon to the right.
Just let us know what your thoughts are so far of where we're at in this episode. You can, just comment down below. Let us know pretty much, if it's been sticking to the book so far. Really good, very strong. I believe they are. Your favorite things about maybe certain characters or certain actors or actresses pretty much that you liked so far with their performances or dislike. I mean, I hear great things from Neil Patrick Harris. I've only heard one bad thing from one other person pretty much, but I told them I would have to watch it for myself just to go from there. But like I said, everybody has something different. So, like I said, I really can't wait to see pretty much more. But again, thank you for watching, and definitely put down what you thought of our reaction.
So, on the next SRB TV, we'll be, of course, like we already said, we will tackling the finale of Book 3, pretty much. And we'll find out not only the fate of the Baudelaires once again, but the fate of Aunt Josephine herself.
Oh, yes, exactly.
So, until next time, I'm Kristen.
I'm Christopher.
And once again, that has been a very unfortunate